It feels so magical, so inspirational. That's the origin of music, how it was started many thousand years ago, like when the human civilization started, music also started with that. It came along to us, and of course, that's why nature always influences us.
Being in nature is very good, and especially with folk music, the music comes from the nature and stuff like that. So being in the nature, I think it helps with the music.
So we didn't use like music writing or anything. It was just by ears. And that's how people used to do when they started with music. There was no like theory, a lot of stuff. They play in the street, talking about how they love music, talking about the blues, the gospel and everything. There was not like a school of music to sit and write stuff. And at Ethno, we do that. We just learn by ears. It's like the real communication. It's just amazing how we do it. And it's very quick and real, and we love to do that.
It really showed me what the essence of folk music is, which folk is music of the people.
Bringing these tunes means that I'm showing people what we feel about what we've been through in the past.
It's very much tied to the traditional way in which folk music was passed on, because as you pass the music on from peer to peer, you start to develop these idiosyncrasies, these tiny little changes, and eventually you'll have the same tune played in different ways across the world, but all stemming from a common origin. And I think that's so fascinating and beautiful and organic.
Keeping folk music alive and extending it is super important. And that's why I'm also in the ethno world. That's why I'm also a very strong believer of this ethno mythology and ethno world. It keeps them alive in a very alive way. And it helps to spread the music and the traditions around the world.
Yo creo que los etnos son una instancia muy importante como para poder revivir y compartir las culturas de diferentes países. Creo que hay muy pocas opciones de tener algo como esto, como de poder compartir y aprender música de otros países, canciones, letras, aprender un poco del lenguaje. Además, en los etnos también tenemos este intercambio cultural de comidas, también probamos cosas, conocemos canciones, conocemos lenguaje, como es muy entretenido, no es solamente música.
Folk music, traditional music, has to always have its original lines and purpose and meaning and sound. I think it's very important that it's just played and sang, and that's exactly what we do here at Ethno.
Every music has that element in it, and Ethno is all about folk music. So it's bringing all the flavors in, and we are able to blend everything in one structure, and that's very unique. And it has all the natural flavors which we are surrounded by, and that, of course, motivates us every time we are doing the music.